Committee meeting of the new year 2023, and we'll start this evening's meeting off with the Committee on Health, Housing, and Human Services to be chaired by Legislator Ostrelich.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good evening, everyone. I call the Committee on Health, Housing, and Human Services to order. We have two items on the agenda this evening. The first is HHHHS1, a resolution to accept monies from the New York State Department of Health for a public health core fellowship program, which is great.
Great, thanks. So this is a continuation of a great program that we've been doing where the state has provided funding to hire and increase our workforce through the Public Health Core Fellowship Program. So we've really led that effort. We've had continuous feedback from the state that they're incredibly happy with the work that we've done. We've put those folks in various departments within our organization, everything from environmental health to communicable disease to we've got some folks doing some menstrual health stuff. So it's been a great program. The state had offered to extend it and opened up for some increased funding opportunities. So we did ask for an increase. Depending on how it fleshes out, it'll be either 2 or 3 additional fellows that would be able to be hired. And we do all this through a contract with Cornell Cooperative Extension. So in terms of this, the ask is to accept the increased monies and the continuation, and then we would have to renegotiate or reopen the contract when it's due with the start date of August 1st to reflect the changes.
Thank you. For those watching from home, this is Public Health Director Keith Brown. Anybody have any questions or comments? Legislator Jeremy Pratt.
I'd just like to offer a few comments. I serve on the board for the Cornell Cooperative Extension, and I've been hearing such great things about these public health fellows. I wanted to offer my congratulations. I know a few of the folks working on menstrual health just won the Perfect Pitch Award, if I'm not mistaken. So congratulations to those folks. I know that they've all been working very hard, and you have my full support. Thank you.
Thank you.
Move to report.
The first, can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The initiative is reported to the floor. And the second item is HHHHS2, a resolution authorizing the county manager to enter into a multi-year agreement with the New York State Department of Health for an early intervention program. Can you talk about this, please?
Yeah, sure. So we've got a request from the state to more or less to state our intent to enter into another contract for our early intervention services, and it's in the memo. But these are vital services in our community for children aged 3 years under the age of 3 years old who have a confirmed disability or an established developmental delay as defined by the state. So they've asked for us to basically let them know that we intend to continue that work and enter into another contract.
Any questions or comments? Yes?
I just wonder, how do we find a child that's 3 years old? How do we do the surveillance to identify when these benefits can help them?
Sure, we get referrals from various sources. It can be anywhere from primary care or other providers to daycares to parents themselves. So we get them from various sources.
And how would a resident call if they were concerned about their child or someone that they know?
They can certainly go on the website. There's some basic information about early intervention, including some eligibility criteria. The state actually has some really great resources in multiple languages about early intervention services. And then if folks think that their child or somebody they know is eligible, they can give us a call or reach out to us otherwise.
Just one more clarifying question. So this funding capacity, is this enough capacity for our community? Is it enough to help identify and support all the kids that might have this need, or is it just a smidge?
It's a smidge. I will tell you that we're typically our service coordinators carry pretty high caseloads. We actually just added a service coordinator for this year's budget as a result, so that we can spread some of those cases around. But I think it is sort of an area where we could do more if we had more resources to do so.
Well, we appreciate your efforts to bring wellness to our community.
If I might make one comment. It's a smidge, but it is several smidges more than some of our surrounding counties do. I have a little bit of experience with some other areas with preschool kids, and the Schenectady program is way more robust.
That's accurate.
The same kid with the same needs would get in some unnamed locations.
This is true.
And if there's nothing else to say, I'll move this to the floor.
Thank you, Legislator Hughes. Can I get a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The initiative is reported to the floor. And that concludes our business this evening. The Health, Housing, and Human Services Committee is now closed.
Thanks.
Thank you. Our next committee is the Committee on Public Facilities, to be chaired by Legislator Patierne.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. I'd like to call to order the Committee on Public Facilities, Transportation, and Infrastructure. This evening, we have five items on the agenda. First one is PFTI 1, a resolution confirming the appointment of a person to the position of Director of Bureau of Engineering. And tonight, not only do we have Paul Sheldon here, but we also have Peter here, who is the person that will be talking about. So, Paul?
Yeah, Pete's been with us for about 3 years now. He's been overseeing a lot of the airport work, a lot of federal aid highways. I've been kind of passing off work to him the last couple of years to kind of get him set up for this position. He's been doing a great job. I'm really excited about what he can do in the future. So yeah, I definitely recommend Pete for this position. Anything you want to add? Or?
I have nothing to add.
Okay. So yeah, Pete's a great guy. I think very valuable, contribute very valuable, to the engineering department. So.
Any of my colleagues have any questions for Peter or for Paul? Not, I'd entertain a motion.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. PFTI 1 is moved to the floor. Second item tonight is PFTI 2, a resolution regarding a circuit determination for the construction of storage building and sign shop at the Schenectady County Public Works facility in the town of Rotterdam.
Thank you. We're in the process of designing a new 12,000 square foot vehicle storage building, as well as a new 3,800 square foot sign shop at the Public Works facility. Storage building will house about 6 snowplow trucks at the public, 6 snowplow trucks, as well as other equipment and materials. New sign shop building will replace an existing facility which is over 75 years old and in very poor condition. Under Article 8 of the Environmental Conservation Law, we are required to examine the environmental, social, and economic considerations of a project. We have completed a short environmental assessment form and the criteria contained in the SEQR regulations and have determined the environmental impacts will not be significant. Buildings will be connected to municipal water, sewer, and natural gas utilities. However, the remaining work will be contained to the Public Works facility site. The project is consistent with the existing community and neighborhood character. The project will also have no adverse impact upon cultural resources eligible for inclusion in the state and National Register of Historic Places. We recommend your approval for this.
Move to report.
Thank you.
Second.
Second. All those in favor? Any opposed? Thank you. PFTI 2 is moved to the floor. Third item tonight is a resolution regarding the acceptance of certain real property in the town of DeWaynesburg, previously owned by William M. Larnard and Sons Incorporated.
We're requesting authorization to accept land by William Larnard and Sons along Depot Road in the town of DeWaynesburg. We've been in discussions with Mr. Larnard since last summer concerning the donation of property to improve a non-standard curve near the Norfolk Southern Railroad Bridge. The existing curve does not provide adequate sight distance beyond the railroad bridge, making it difficult for larger vehicles to negotiate the curve safely. The new alignment will improve the sight distance beyond the bridge, allowing vehicles to see approaching traffic before proceeding through the underpass. The developers agreed to donate the property as well as complete all the excavation and grading work up to the subbase, and the county will complete the final paving and striping. We're hoping to start the work this winter and hopefully finish the paving by the end of the summer.
Questions?
Move to report.
Thank you. Is there a second? Second. All those in favor? Any opposed? Thank you. The fourth item this evening is a resolution authorizing the county manager to enter into a multi-year agreement with the New York State Department of Transportation regarding highway work permits.
Thanks. New York State is recommending the county approve a 20-year highway work permit, which allows the county to work within the New York State right-of-way to perform maintenance and repair work. The permit allows municipalities to complete maintenance work, including like paving, storm drainage repairs, and ditching. The permit is necessary to ensure that all work meets state rules, regulations pertaining to construction maintenance operations. In the past, this permit was signed annually by the Director of Public Works. Now they're hoping to do a 20-year permit so we can kind of reduce the paperwork, you know, and not kind of repeat ourselves over the years.
Makes sense.
Can I have a question? Can I have
you.
a question, please?
Question? Yes.
Yes, is this, when you grant this permit, they can do work on any one of the roads anywhere at any time? Is that what it is?
If it's maintenance work, anything new type work, we have to get a special permit to do that. But catch basins, anything like that, like, you know, like town, they would have to do water main repairs and things like that. They're allowed to do the same thing. They can just contact them, say they're going to do the work, and just do the work without having the special permit. Anything new, they would have to get a permit for that, so.
Right, because we specify what this permit can be used for.
This is just for maintenance purposes, that's all. So just repairs and things like that.
Do they have this with any other municipality besides us, or
All municipalities have to do this.
the 20-year number?
They're recommending all of them do 20-year. We're one of the few that haven't done it yet, so, yeah.
Any other questions? Entertaining a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Second? Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. PTF I-4 is moved to the floor, and our final resolution this evening is a resolution to accept monies from the Water Quality Improvement Program of the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation for the purchase of equipment.
Thank you. Schenectady County was awarded a $325,000 grant under the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation Water Quality Improvement Program. This was to purchase a new vacuum truck to replace the one we have now. The existing one is about 15 years old and is definitely near the end of its life. We use the truck basically just for MS4 program for cleaning out catch basins, storm drainage pipes, and things like that. Vacuum truck is on a state contract, and it's about $470,000. So with this grant, that'll leave about $145,000 that the county will have to pay for.
Questions?
Move to report.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Second. All those in favor? Any opposed? Thank you. PFTI 5 is moved to the floor, and this concludes our business for the Committee on Public Facilities, Transportation, and Infrastructure. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Our next committee is the Committee on Ways and Means, to be chaired by Legislator Fields.
Thank you very much. The Ways and Means Committee come to order. We have our first item on the agenda, Resolution Number 1, authorizing the chargeback of uncollected taxes to certain school districts, a $35 change here. I have a motion to report.
Move to report.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Light seconded. Who seconded? Thank you, Mr.
Second.
Ostrelich. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Any opposed? Hearing none, the resolution's been moved. Second item in resolution is number 2, regarding the processing of real property tax corrections and refunds for the calendar year 2023, and whereby Jackie Valatico, do a little explanation. It's a small thing, $2,500 is where we're looking to have corrections being authorized through your office, right? The Office of Finance.
Yes. Anything below $2,500 comes through our office as just a matter of form and function. We are allowed to do that with this action. And then anything above that would come before the board.
Move to report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the resolution's been moved.
Mr. Chair?
2 items. Yes, Mr. Hughes.
No, we have, I think, 2 items. The top of my agenda's cut off a little bit here, but I think we have 2 items that were dual referrals from other committees.
Yes, and on
I would
behalf
ask
by
if you
motion of Mr. Hughes
Entertain
to,
a motion to move that calendar in its entirety.
on behalf of
Second.
Mr. Hughes, to remove the remainder of the calendar. Second, Ms. Gata, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the agenda has been moved. The calendar's been rested, the calendar's been moved, I'm sorry. With that, the Ways and Means Committee will come to close. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Legislator Fields, and that concludes our business for this evening. Thank you all.